back, Lacey. Bring it back. Good girl. Good girl. All right. One more time. Oh, you gotta drop it. What's going on, guys? I owe you guys an apology. I do not have the build episode today, as you can tell. Is this the best lighting? I think this is the best lighting. Let me talk to you guys for a minute. So last week, I did not have the build episode on Sunday, and I told you guys that I was gonna have it on Wednesday. Wednesday came and went. I didn't have a build episode for you guys. I explained why in the last video. Had some other videos for you guys, stuff that I could record on shorter rides and things like that, but no build episode. I told you, however, that I wouldn't be skipping this week's episode, and I'm still not, but it's not coming today, and here's why. Actually, let me take you into the garage to show you why. I won't be able to show you, but I'll be able to tell you, and I'll tell you in the garage. So yesterday was supposed to be my filming day for the build series. I was gonna do everything that I needed to do. I had it all planned out, and there really shouldn't have been any obstacles doing everything that I had to do. And in case you need to be caught up, the plan was to do the full fork spring upgrade kit. I have everything taken apart, everything is powder coated, and that's what we were gonna do. We were gonna get all of that stuff done. We're going to put the triple tree assembly back onto the front steering, or the front of the frame, get the forks put in, and get the front wheel on as well. It was gonna be a good episode. I was excited for the day and everything that we're gonna get done, and then I ran into problems. There's some things that I needed for doing the fork spring upgrade kit. And to note, I've never done anything like this before. I've never upgraded forks on a motorcycle. I've never taken forks apart. So I'm new to this. I don't know everything that goes into it, and this was gonna be my first time attempting something like this. But Jesse from YamahaR3Racing.com, he's got a really good write-up of everything that you need to know about doing it. Full instructions, pictures of everything. Well, I'd read the thing a few times already so that I knew what I was gonna have to do before I jumped into it, and I wasn't just reading things as I was doing them. There was something that I overlooked though, and it was pretty important. So here's the powder coated parts. We got the triple tree there and the lower part of it there. Then we have the other powder coated pieces, and those are the lower parts of the forks. To put them back together, there's some things that you need. Other than the fork spring kit itself, which I can show you guys. Here's the fork spring kit that we're gonna be putting together. Aside from that, some of the stuff you need besides just regular tools: fork seal grease, a fork seal driver, fork oil, and oil level tool. The oil level tool is what was the holdup for this episode. Now, I picked up everything locally, and I know some of you guys with past things have said, why do you order it? Why don't you go just pick it up from a local place? Sometimes I do, sometimes I order it off Amazon. It just depends on price and how quickly I need it. The fork oil, it's actually cheaper locally. I picked it up locally. The fork seal grease, I picked it up locally. And the fork seal driver, Jesse actually has instructions for making your own like driver tool. And that's what I did, because it's like 40 bucks for a tool off Amazon, and it's, if I'm not mistaken, not as full featured as the tool that Jesse has instructions on making yourself. The oil level tool was the holdup though. Again, I've never done this install before, so something like the oil level tool was just an oversight on my part. I take responsibility for that. No one's forcing me to put out a video every single week, but that's what I want to do for you guys. And you know, this was a mistake that I made. So yesterday, after I realized that I didn't have this and I absolutely needed it for the install, I started looking up DIY methods to make your own. And that was the plan for the rest of the day, going to different hardware stores and trying to find all the little pieces in order to make my own oil level tool. All day long, I spent trying to find the parts for it, and I just couldn't find everything. Shops started to close. By the way, some of the tool shops or hardware stores around here close at freaking 3 p.m. on a Saturday. Don't ask me why, but 3 p.m. So as much as I would have liked to make my own tool, I couldn't. And I'm sure some of you guys who have made your own before or know of a way to make them probably could have been like, well, you just need to go to this store and they're open and they would have had what you need. Again, since I've never used this tool before, I've never done this install, I just couldn't make it happen. And so that brings us to today. No episode for you guys, but I got the order in on Amazon, and the earliest they can get it here is tomorrow, which is a holiday. Tomorrow's MLK Day. So I don't know if they're just doing deliveries, but Amazon says that I'm getting it tomorrow, so I'm gonna believe them. Seriously, no one feels as awful as I do that I don't have an episode for you guys today, because I told you last week that I would have an episode on Sunday, and I didn't. And then I told you I would have one on Wednesday, and then Wednesday came and went, and I didn't have my episode. Today, not having an episode for you guys really bums me out. I'm sorry. And yeah, I probably could have done a partial episode doing the triple tree and part of the fork install, and honestly, that's all I really could have done, and I didn't want to do that. I like having full featured episodes that have everything that I meant to do in that episode, and I'm sure I would have gotten hate from some people either way, whether I put out a partial episode or like this, not having an episode at all and pushing it back a couple days. I hope you guys aren't too mad at me, but if you are, maybe this will cheer you guys up a little bit. I'll leave you with more footage of my dogs. Honestly, I've gotten a ton of comments, whether it be on Instagram or on videos, asking me to put more footage of my dogs in here. So here are my Huskies. I got 3 of them, Lacey, Sierra, and Jackson, and they're awesome. So other than that, guys, remember life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.